Hello everyone, N3FJZ here. Okay, work continues on the ZX front panel, and what I've done this time is in the upper left hand corner you can see the RX and TX indicators. I got those working. Let me do a reboot here. Okay, there's TX, RX, and right now I'm just using a auxiliary button here. It's not connected to the RF deck yet, but my plans are to connect the push-to-talk button to the controller and then let the controller switch the power to the RX and TX modules. That way I can have the controller do things such as monitor the final temperature or perhaps look at the frequency that is being called upon to transmit on. And if you're outside of your band of privilege, it will prevent you from transmitting, things like that. Okay, another feature I added was if you look to the right, you'll see a countdown timer. And this is just a little demonstration just to prove the code out. And it's just an indicator, gives you a number of seconds that have elapsed, and it changes color based on what's going on. It's hard to photograph, or it's hard to make a movie of this display because the colors wash out pretty quickly on this. Okay, I got the lower sideband and upper sideband indicators working real time, and same way with the low injection and high side injection. You'll notice that the VFO and BFO frequencies now update. Okay, and another feature I've wanted for a long time on the original software was, today most hams are transmitting on even kilohertz boundaries of their frequency, and this is where the front panel defaults to when you turn the tuning dial, the encoder. It just changes steps by 1 kilohertz. But occasionally you'll want to step down and dial in another sub 1K steps. And if you double click the home button, it will zero it out. So sometimes I'll be tuning around and I'll land on a frequency. Someone's off by some amount beyond the 1 kilohertz steps. I'll tune down to listen. And a lot of times during contesting, they'll break at 500 hertz steps. But usually when you're done with that, you want to move on. And in the past, I would just go hit the home button, go back to the kilohertz steps, and then from now on you're off by 500 hertz. But what I added is a feature: if you double click the home button, it will zero out that sub 1kc setting. So that's it. Still adding some features. I need to actually set up the different configuration screens to actually do something. Right now they're just placeholders. It defaults to a blank, basically just a placeholder page. Okay, well, 7.3 everyone, and hopefully I'll have more features and get this thing done. 7.3, N3FJZ.